Have you ever looked at a stadium full of people? Thousands of them, all wearing the same color, screaming their lungs out, crying when a ball crosses a line, or hugging complete strangers, and thought, what is actually going on in there? From the outside, it looks a bit chaotic, doesn't it? But to a brain like mine and yours, it's actually a beautiful, deeply human symphony of psychology. To understand the diehard fan, we have to go way, way back. Long before scoreboards and high definition replays, humans survived because we belonged to tribes. If you were part of a group, you had food, protection, and a fire to sit by. If you were alone, well, let's just say the saber-toothed tigers were much bigger fans of solo travelers than we were. Our brains are still hardwired with that ancient need to belong. When you pick a team, you're not just picking a group of athletes, you're joining a tribe. When you put on that jersey, your brain sends out a signal. I am safe. These are my people. It's a shortcut to community in a world that can sometimes feel a little lonely. Now, here's where it gets really nerdy, but cool. Have you ever been watching a game and found yourself flinching when a player gets tackled or jumping for joy when they score as if you were the one on the field? That's thanks to something called mirror neurons. Think of them like little internal simulators. When you watch someone else perform an action, these neurons fire in your brain as if you're doing it too. So, when your favorite striker hits a game-winning goal, your brain doesn't just see it, it feels it. For a split second, you aren't just a spectator in the stands. You're the hero of the story. It's a literal biological connection. You aren't just watching the game, you are living it through them. No wonder we get so exhausted just sitting on the couch. But cortex, you might ask, why do we stay fans even when our team loses year after year? That's the empathy part of our psychology. We humans are suckers for a good story. Sports provide the ultimate unscripted drama. There's a hero, a villain, a struggle, and, hopefully, a triumph. When your team wins, your brain gets a massive flood of dopamine. It's the reward chemical. It feels like a literal high, but even when they lose, there's a strange psychological benefit called collective effervescence. That's a fancy way of saying there's something healing about being sad together. Crying with 50,000 other people after a loss actually builds a deeper bond than winning alone ever could. It's shared vulnerability. For a diehard fan, the team becomes part of their self-concept. If you ask a fan who they are, they might say, I'm a teacher, a father, and a Lakers fan. In psychology, we see this as basking in reflected glory. When the team does well, our own self-esteem actually goes up. We feel taller, smarter, and more capable because we won. And when they lose, we feel that sting personally because it's a tiny bruise on our identity. It's not just a game. It's a mirror of our lives, the highs, the lows, the grit, and the hope that there's always next season. So the next time you see someone painted head to toe in team colors screaming at a television screen, don't just think they're being loud. See them for what they really are, a human being who has found a way to connect, to feel deeply, and to be part of something bigger than themselves. It's one of the most human things we do. We take a simple game with a ball and some grass, and we turn it into a story about loyalty, family, and belonging. Pretty incredible, right? Anyway, I should probably get back to these books. Or maybe I'll just check the score of the game first. Just for research purposes, of course. What do you think? Does that help make sense of the madness in the bleachers? If you enjoyed our little deep dive, it would mean the world to me if you'd subscribe. It's like a digital high five for all my research, and don't forget to click the bell so you don't miss our next adventure. While I go brew some tea, why not peek at these other videos? I put a lot of love into them. Stay curious, my friend. I'll see you in the next episode.